Hey you guys, Mr. Waltz here. I'm going to show you how to do the drawing for the left side of your die. So plus sign, new sheet, base view, pick your left orientation. That'll show you the left side. Make sure that you have hidden lines on and 3:1 scale. Zoom in here, place that right there. I'm going to click OK. We only want to see the left, so we turn off everything but the left. All right. Um, and now we can start dimensioning and placing views. So I'm going to do a projected view, click there, go over to the right, go up to the top right to make an isometric, check mark. Double click your isometric and shade it. And I want to get this as close to the edge here as possible without actually touching the edge. Um, as usual, center lines, if you have features that aren't circles, then you might not have to do center lines. If you have text, obviously you just want to go ahead and oops, didn't click on it. Go ahead and dimension the size and location of the text. So there's two center lines. We're going to go up here. This is going to be my center lines in the side view. Um, as always, our dimension here on the side will be a depth dimension. Boom, get that out of the way. Um, let's go ahead and do the top first. So this one, unlike the front and the back, it's not the same on all four sides. There's basically two kinds of sides. The top and bottom are the same, and the left and right are the same. So that's kind of how we're going to do it. Is we'll dimension the some information for the top, and then apply that to the bottom, left, and right also. Okay, so let's go. So we got to think about there's cutouts, right? So there's box cutouts. There's one here, one here. But if you get on the sides, there's three on the sides, right? So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so there's going to be 10 of these. So that means when we dimension one of these box cutouts, we're going to do a 10x on it. All right. So I'm going to go D for dimension. I'm going to show the height of this. I'm going to go from here to here, come out to the side right there. And this is going to be not 0.118, it's going to be 10 capital X space 0.118. All right. So then we know how tall that is. What we're going to do next is we're going to dimension where this first cutout is. So if you go here from the edge to here, you're going to get a 0.25 dimension. Now you can see I've created a problem, right? My dimension is stepping on my other dimension. Click on here. Let's drag it over. Better. Anyways, this 0.25, well, this applies to the top. It also applies to the bottom. So this is going to be a 2x. So go in here, 2 capital X space, boom, drag this over to the side. Do I need to drag it? Nah, let's see. Oh, if I click it, ooh, they'll stay in there. So I clicked it and moved it a little bit. Then I'm going to do in here. So this is the first of these cutouts, right? So that one is going to be also going to be a 10x. This one, I'm definitely going to drag it to the side because it was starting to get weird in there. So now they know, go over 0.25, make one of these cutouts. Well, how much further do I go here? This is going to be another measurement, D for dimension. Click from here to here. It's going to be 0.75. Again, this applies to the top, top and the bottom. So this is a 2x. And then this one, they know this is 0.25. And then because of the dimensions we're going to do on the sides, they're going to have enough information to figure out the side. So actually, that's all we need here. Only other thing we need is an overall dimension right there. Okay, so we'll throw that up there. Cool. Now, right here we have some room. This is nice, and we'll use this space for our whole dimension. Okay, so now we're going to go down the side here, and what I want to do is say, well, I know where this goes. I know where this one goes. I know where this one goes. This one is obviously at the top, right? This cutout. So I don't really need to dimension that. It's obviously at the top of this piece. So I'm just going to show where to put the middle one. I'm going to say go down here. I need a vertical, right click vertical. Go down 0.5 and make a slot there. This slot you make on the corner, so it doesn't need that much information on position. Okay, so anyways, this one is going to be a 2x because you do one on the right and you do one on the left. And then, like I said, this corner here, it's just one of those rectangular cutouts located in the corner. We don't have to give them any location information. Last thing, D for dimension. We're going to do a vertical here, 1.25. So we've now got the basic shape of this thing dimensioned. They should be able to figure out that it's a rectangle that's 1.25 by 1.25, and then they remove these 10 cutouts that are 0.25 by 0.118. Now what we got to do is tell them about the holes. So we need, again, a size and location. Now I'm kind of out of room over here, but the bottom and the left, there's plenty of room. So that's where I'm going to do these dimensions. I'm going to dimension from this corner here to this center line, boom. I'm going to dimension from this center line to this center line, boom. You can see they don't quite line up. So escape, drag the circle or drag the letter down to the arrow, bring it back up, and it'll snap in there. Okay, cool. That's done. And then I'm going to measure again. I'm going to go from this corner here to this point here to show how far that is. And then from this center line to this center line here, boom, same deal. They didn't quite line up. Now I'm going to need some room in here to put the text dimensions in. So I'm going to hit escape, grab this 0.375, drag it down to the arrow, drag it back over, boom, like that. Okay, so now I know where the holes go. Well, I don't know how big they are. So D for dimension, I'm going to use this one, move it up here. Remember I said I had extra, it's free real estate. I'm going to put it right up here. How many holes are there? There's two. So through capital X space. These are through shift, enter, capital THRU, enter. There we go. Now they know how to make the holes. Last thing to do is the text. I'm going to steal the note in a minute, but let's go in here and dimension the text. So I'm going to dimension the height of the text. I'm going to say it goes from here to here. Put that over there. That's a safe space. The arrow is going on the part, but there's not much else you can do here. D for dimension. I'm going to go here to here, come down 0.043. And then over here, I want to show how far this is above. Well, this is really crowded, so I'm going to use this corner over here to show how far it is above the bottom. And you can see I'm kind of out of room here. So what I'm going to do is put that one there, hit escape, click the 0.043, drag that down. So now they're not stepping on each other. So you know where, how high up to put the text, how far from this corner to the right to put the text, and how tall the text is. Last thing we need to know is the font and the emboss depth. Same deal. Can't really do the emboss depth. So what we're going to do, drag this view down a little bit so it's almost hitting the bottom. Make sure your dimensions don't go past the bottom edge. Go back to our previous drawing. Click our note, Control C as in Charlie. Go back to this drawing. Click in the drawing, Control V as in Victor. Hit escape. So I just realized, forgot to change the title. You can boo at home. Double click on where it says back. Double click on it again. And we're going to change this. This is not the back. This is the left. Hit enter. And there we go.